Konnichiwa minasan, Hirito desu, and welcome back to another video. So as you can see from the title down below, today we're gonna do a Let's Talk Anime episode. Because I posted a poll on Twitter and asked if you guys wanted me to bring back the Let's Talk Anime series, and everyone was like, yeah. So here it is, folks. So today we're gonna be talking about Carole&Tuesday, because recently I gave Carole&Tuesday to a friend of mine and he finished it, and he liked it so much and asked me to make a video on it. So that's what we're gonna do today. So of course the video is gonna contain spoilers if you haven't watched Carole&Tuesday yet. But if you still want to watch the video, then please do. So without further ado, let's get in. So, Carole&Tuesday is a show about two girls named Carole and Tuesday who meet up one day and they start making music together. But that's not like the best explanation, okay? What actually is going on is that Tuesday is the daughter of a very rich and high-class lady who wants to become the president of Mars. Yeah, that's right. This is happening on Mars. Yeah, we're so ahead in the future that now Mars is a habitable planet. Please, I want that to happen. So in any case, guys, now she runs away from home because she wants to pursue music. Yeah, she knows how to play guitar and she has an amazing voice. So one day she bumps into Carole. Carole too, she wants to pursue music and she knows how to play the keyboard really well. So they bump into each other on a street and they start playing together. And they're so good, you know, in the end Tuesday goes to live with Carole and they start making music together. And it's such a beautiful process. I mean, the whole, the way they started, how they met, and how they got their first song out, that was so beautiful. You know, when they first got their first music done, I forgot the name actually, but in any case, when they got the first song done, they decided to play it in a theater, yeah? They didn't have any permission to, but they just did it anyway. You know, if you don't take risks, then you're not gonna get anywhere. So yeah, they went on stage and they just started playing, even though there wasn't any audience. You know, there were still people around there, like the workers and the staff. So there was a piano there. They started playing, they started singing. Of course, in the end, the security guard came and drove them out, but even though they drove them out, someone took a video of them. Now that video went viral and reached another guy called Gus. Yeah, now he was a producer. Yeah, he's like a manager. Not producer, more like a manager. So he's looking for talent. Yeah, he had kind of a really bad past, sort of like with these kind of stuff. But he didn't want to give up. So when he saw Carole&Tuesday, he decided to help them out. Now, at the beginning, when you see that happen, we're like, what can this guy do? Because he doesn't really look like a manager. I mean, all he does is sit in pubs and drink and enjoy himself with his friends. That's all he does. So you were like, at the beginning, you were like, what can this guy do? But he can do a lot, actually. Quite a lot. So gradually they start growing, you know, from where they were with just one song. They started getting more recognition, and then finally they got into this competition, which was like the equivalent of The Voice, or more per se like X Factor. Anyway, yeah, so they got in a huge talent competition where like I think around maybe 100,000 or 10,000 people joined, but only like 1 or 10% were chosen to participate. Yeah, actually, I think there were only like, I'm not entirely sure, maybe like 10 people out of 100,000 or 10,000 people, only like 10. And of course, Carole&Tuesday, since they were a single group together, they were chosen as one person, you know. Kind of like that. So of course they got in. They were among the people that got in. So at the end of the competition, you would win a chance to debut. Yeah, you would get a chance to start working with a huge label. Yeah, so have your own producers and start getting your songs out. and that's what they were aiming for. Now on the other side, Tuesday's mom sent her eldest son to go look for Tuesday to bring her home. Now the elder son, even though he wanted to support the mom, he saw how much Tuesday loved music, yeah, and he decided to support her. He saw her and Carole play in a kind of like a pub or restaurant. Yeah, they played there, and he saw how good she was and how much happier she was than being at home. He decided to let her be. I was like, bruh, good brother material right there. In any case, back to the Voice of Mars. Anyway, they continue singing. They had a lot of tough competition. On the other side, there was this girl who was like an actress, Angela, who wanted to sing, even though her voice wasn't really meant for singing. But because of her training with some guy, she actually got her voice to be so good that she could sing amazingly. And her mom, that looks like her dad, yeah, that's her manager. I don't know how that works. In any case, she too joins the competition. She becomes one of the 10 to go forward. So in the end, she ends up coming into the finals with Carole&Tuesday. Yeah, so of course it's gonna be between the two. Should I say two best or three best? I don't know, because Carole&Tuesday and then there's Angela. Anyway, so they start singing, and in the end, you know, everyone had unique songs, yeah, unique style of singing, and everyone was good. They were amazing. But in the end, Angela won. You know, guys, that's how it goes. It's like a 24-25 episode anime, and I think we were still in the first half, so you can't have the good guys win straight from the beginning. You know, you have to have like some rival win. But that wasn't really the case. Even though Angela won, at the same time, Carole&Tuesday also won, so it was like a tie. So both groups, should I say groups? Okay, both Carole&Tuesday and Angela were given the chance to debut. Okay, now one of the judges was the greatest DJ in all of Mars. Yeah. So they actually had a bit of an issue with the DJ. Yeah, they wanted him to help them out, but some stuff happened and the DJ kind of hated them. But after he heard them sing on the Voice of Mars, the guy instantly fell in love with them, their music. Okay, so starting from there, they started growing even more. Now at that point, the head judge, she wanted to take in Carole&Tuesday and to start as a label, but Gus turned them down. I was like, what? Why would you do that? Dude, this is like a huge label. You had a huge chance to bring these girls up, you know, to make them super famous. But he didn't want that. So they decided to just go on their own. And even though they went on their own, their music still got up really fast in the charts. So now Gus went to look for his old friend, which was kind of a crazy dude. Well, in any case, he's a really great producer, okay? He got their songs to be perfect. Even though he was kind of harsh, because like every time they would do a song, if the guy didn't like a specific part in it, that song is bad, it's trash, okay? He had to make that song to be perfect. So in the end, he did. Now, besides all this music industry and all this that's going on, there's also the politics that's going on. You know, like I said, Tuesday's mom wants to be the president of Mars. Now, at that point in time, there was a guy that was working with her who was kind of like a scumbag. He did a lot of bad things. Now, being on Mars means that Earth was still, Earth is still there, but not on the level of what Mars is right now. You know, with the technology and how habitable Mars is compared to how Earth is in that present day. So there were some guys actually like I love how the anime focused also not only on the music aspect but also on how relatable it is to our society nowadays, you know, with all the racism and how we have refugees from different countries going to look for asylum in other countries, you know. So yeah, in Carole&Tuesday there were actually people, even Carole was a refugee. Yeah, even some of the musicians, her best friend was a refugee. He too was a musician. Now, because of some stuff that was going on, her best friend was deported back. Like, because his songs were the kind of songs that would speak out, you know. So people didn't like that, you know, all these big guys, they didn't like that. So they deported him back to Earth. Not another country, back to Earth. Do you understand the gravity of that thing? It was like, bruh, we're not gonna deport you to another country on Mars. We're gonna deport your ass to another planet. Like, bruh, that is... Alright then. Now, on the other side, Carol, you know, she being an orphan, she doesn't know her parents, but we find out who her dad is. Her dad was from Earth, and he's actually in jail at the moment, but he got a chance to go to Mars. They let him out to go to Mars to see his daughter. So he saw Carol, and I was like, when will this girl realize that that's her dad? I mean, everyone knew, dude, that's your father. What's wrong with you? So, in the end, she did realize it at the end when the guy was about to leave. She realized that he's her dad. So he had to go back. But in any case, moving on. As I was saying, the way they look at all this racism stuff, there was another group of musicians that got arrested for basically doing nothing. I mean, you guys could see some of these things going on, you know. Like, the guys were just walking on the street. They were not doing anything. And they're popular musicians, you know. It's not like they're just any random guys that just make mixtapes. They're popular guys, yeah. So they were just walking, they weren't doing anything. So the police came over and just arrested them for no good reason. So it was kind of messed up, you know. But even though it was messed up, you can relate because, dude, that sort of thing also happens in our you know, daily lives. You see them happen, you know. There's on the TV, and sometimes you see them happen in real life. So in any case, let's move on. Finally, the mother, Tuesday's mom, continues to work with that scumbag, you know, even though her son is trying to tell her, look, this guy is bad and stop working with him. She doesn't listen. Moving on to the other side, Angela and that guy they were working together, the guy that helped her improve her voice for music. We later find out that he's her brother, I think. I was like, okay, brother, nice. Then later on, her mom dies. So Angela goes through some really bad moments in her life, you know. She starts taking drugs, you know. The way some things happen. Another relatable thing is because we can see that sometimes we see musicians that just take so many drugs, you know, just to get over different situations in their lives, even though that's not good for their bodies. But you know, you're in that kind of point in life where you can't turn to anything. You don't know what to do anymore. So we see that happen even in our own society, you know. So that's what I'm saying. Carole&Tuesday is an anime that's so relatable, you know. So many things happen in this anime that happen in our daily lives, you know. And that's why I love the anime so much, you know. Because it's not like your typical other anime, like just fantasy types of anime. This is something that we can be like, oh, these things happen, yeah. Not only that, but dude, the animation is on point, okay? I love the animation, yeah. I haven't felt this way with the animation since I watched Violet Evergarden, okay? The animation of Carole&Tuesday is amazing. Spot on. Even the character design is awesome. Now moving on, I'm not gonna talk more about the series because I don't want to spoil the ending parts, you know, because the endings, not just the last episode, but just like they say from episode 20 upwards, everything is just beautiful. Okay, so I'm not gonna talk about that. If you want to find out what happens from episode 20 upwards, watch Carole&Tuesday. That's what I suggest. Don't just go like, dude, but I like watching action. I like watching fantasy. I like watching, you know, all these fighting animes. Dude, just because you watch those kind of shows, that doesn't mean that you're not gonna like something different. Yeah, that was the same. I started with Naruto, okay? Give me a break. I started with Naruto, and now romance is one of my favorite genres in anime. Yeah, so you know, you start somewhere. I think what actually got me into liking other types of genres besides action was Sakura. Yeah, Sakura was an amazing anime for me. I love that anime. To this day, like, I sometimes just sit down and rewatch the whole series. So in any case, guys, if you guys want to know more from Carole&Tuesday, like from what's gonna happen from, let's say, episode 20 upwards, you guys have to watch it. And I'm just gonna give you this: the last episode, like, it's been a long time since I've seen an anime end so beautifully. Yeah, I've watched more than 300 animes, okay, and it's been so long since I've seen that kind of ending. Yeah, I can't really remember what kind of anime I watched that had such an amazing ending, but Carole&Tuesday's ending, like, not just the last scenes of episode 24 or 25, I'm talking about the whole episode in it, yeah, was just beautiful. Okay, I cried. That's how good it was. So I'm telling you guys, you gotta watch this thing. Okay, I don't care what genres you like. You might even just watch hentai. Just watch this, okay? Just watch it. That's how good it is. Now I'm gonna be talking about the characters for some moments. Okay, here we have Carole. Like I said, Carole is was like a refugee. She doesn't know her parents, yeah? Although she met her dad later on, she knows how to play the keyboard really well. She's really good with playing the keyboard, yeah? And she has an amazing voice as well. Then, you know, she's kind of the more hyperactive, more tomboyish kind of a chick, yeah? Then we have Tuesday. Tuesday is more like the ladylike type of girl, you know. You can see that everything she wears are just dresses. Yeah, she likes to wear all these fluffy dresses like back in those days. But in any case, she does look good, yeah. She's kind of shy at the beginning. Sometimes she is shy, but she kind of opens up more and more as she gets to know more people. And yeah, she plays the guitar. She knows how to play it really well. Her voice, again, is super amazing. And yeah, there's no way you're not gonna love this girl. She's really cute. Then there's Gus, you know, their manager. You know, like I said at the beginning, when you see this guy, there's literally no way that this guy can do anything for Carole&Tuesday. I mean, he's like the ugly bastard tag in hentai. Anyway, but later on, you actually put your hopes on this guy. Like, dude, this guy actually knows what he's doing. Even though at some times the way his methods aren't really, you know, normal. You know, you'll be thinking, what is wrong with this dude? You know, why isn't he doing this? Like with the time where he found that producer, I was like, dude, are you serious? You're gonna use this dude to produce their songs? Bruh, no. But in any case, later on, both of them, they were really big assets to Carole&Tuesday, and truthfully, without them, Carole&Tuesday wouldn't get to where they are right now. Then there's Rody. Rody is actually the first guy to see Carole&Tuesday sing. You know, like I said back then in the theater when they just climbed the stage and started singing without permission. He was the guy that actually took a video of them. Yeah. So with that, Rody started working with them as well, you know, because Gus knew Rody, and then they started working together with Carole&Tuesday, and he helped them a lot, you know, because he's like the tech guy. He has connections, you know, he has connections with the DJ, and yeah, he was, again, a really big asset. Then finally, I'm going to talk about the rival, which is Angela, you know. She's not really like the antagonist that she looks to be, you know, at the beginning, you know, she kind of looks like she's evil, that she looks as if she wants to take them down or something like that, like she wants to destroy their careers. But no, she's not that type of person. Even though she kind of looks mean, she's not, okay? She's a really chill girl. She's just a rival. She isn't an antagonist, someone that be like, oh, I'm gonna destroy your career. No. She started as an actress, you know, doing you know, some commercials, these kind of stuff, and then she decided to go into singing. Even though her voice, like I said, wasn't meant for singing, her brother helped her to get her voice up to that point, and she became one of the best singers of the whole planet. And she didn't hate Carole&Tuesday at all. They just kind of became friends / rivals, you know. I mean, you're gonna see, even towards the end, yeah, especially at the end, like the last episode, you're gonna see. I'm not gonna say more than that. So that's been all I was gonna say about Carole&Tuesday. Oh, and the openings too are really cute. They're really cool. Endings as well. I just love them. Animation, awesome. I just give this anime a 10 out of 10, and I highly suggest you go watch it if you haven't. And if you dropped it, pick it back up and watch it. Alright? So that's been all from me, guys. I hope you enjoyed this episode of I hope you enjoyed this episode of Let's Talk Anime, and look forward to the next one. So, dudes, until next time, I've been Kirito, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Johnny!